on an Indian reservation in the northern central part of South Dakota. I was born in 1923 on August 12th, and I was the middle son of 12 children. There was 12 of us in the family. There was 8 boys and 4 girls. And of that now, there's only 3 of us boys and 2 girls living. All the rest are gone. I grew up on the Indian reservation. I was taken when I was very young by the elders. I was kept away from white contact as much as possible. My dad had a few cowboys working for him. And I was trained by the elders in the languages and the dialects and the survival methods and all the traditional dances and songs and things, so that I could pass it on, and I have passed it on. But I was trained till I was 12 years old before I entered the white schools.
How did that come about?
I was chosen by the clan mother.
And why did she feel that was important at that point?
Well, see, they always took at least 8 boys. Every 4th year, they took 8 boys, and they trained them in this fashion because of the fact that well, it was been done for ages, centuries. It was done that way. We were taught the things that we was taught this way because we didn't have no written word. Everything was passed on, so we was trained to be rememberers. And I was 3 generations away from the original, the tribal rememberers, but they still wanted us to do that. And it's ironic too, because after so many years that I've been in this society, you forget the ways to remember, because you see, you have all these reference books. You don't need to remember it. So you can gather that knowledge and have the knowledge within you, but you don't have to remember it, because you can go to a local library or local bookstore and get just anything that you need.
Now, were there actual techniques for how to remember things?
Yes, yes.
We might give something what we call an acronym. We would say
An association.
means something. They would teach you techniques for remembering things for your
legend. You would use symbolic things to remember. See, like an oak tree would give you the remembrance of strength and durability, and a willow tree would give you the flexibility, and that would stay with the wind. And they said side by side, I'll always remember this, side by side, when the winds came, which tree stayed? The willow, because it was flexible, it would give. So they said, so you have to be so flexible in your life too, see. Be flexible and give a little bit this way and that way, so that you can live a longer life.
When you became 12 years old, that traditional training was interrupted, and you got sent away to the reservation school, white man school, and How did that decision get made? Who chose you, or? how
You
did
see,
they-
when at 12 or 13, you would have reached the elders will look upon you, and that's the grandmother, and the grandfathers would look upon this one and say, he's a man now. And you'd have the ceremony, see, that they figured you was a man at that age. You was enough to carry the load now. So the grandfathers, we call them all grandfathers, they ask each other in terms, you know. So then they would say, because I had started learning the language on my own, because I'm very adept at languages. And, well, it's just given. The Great Spirit gave me that ability to pick up those languages. So they told me that now he's evidently, they said he's ready. So they said, since I was using some of the language and picking it up just,
The English language, you mean?
huh?
Some of the English.
Yeah, the English, because some of the Indians had learned it, and they would talk about it. So I was, so they said, if you like the flame on the white man's wick, go learn of his ways, so you can bear his company.